This is Life in the 1900s newspapers, where I read the words from old vintage newspapers to you. But today, it's an Olympic special. Today's newspaper is from the 1930s, and so was the iconic Berlin Games in 1936. In between articles in today's paper, I will be giving you facts and little video clips of the 1936 Olympic Games. And there was Summer Games and Winter Games in 1936, both in Germany. The 1936 Olympic Games was number 11. Here's a postcard of the arena. The 36 Winter Olympic Games was the fourth. Did you know that this Games was the very first to be televised?
The picture of the opening of the 11th and greatest Olympic Games of modern times is one that will live forever in the memories of those who had the privilege of witnessing them. Crowds were massed in the Berlin streets long before the scheduled opening of the ceremonies. From the Lust Garden to the entrance of the stadium, the streets were one long stream of color. Green flagpoles bearing a scarlet banner with a swastika in the center were spaced every 50 feet. And at the entrance were the massed flags of 52 nations participating in the games. Through these flag-bedecked streets rides Adolf Hitler, host to the worldwide gathering of sport enthusiasts to open the 1936 Olympiad. The giant Hindenburg points the way to the arena. A runner with a flaming torch, which was lighted in Athens, birthplace of the Olympic Games, arrives at the Lust Garden to be saluted.
Today's newspaper is the Fresno News from Fresno, California, dated Friday, March 5th, 1937. Let's start with this front page story. Strip show strips Hall. If we can't have the facts of life, at least $1.04 worth of facts, we'll take the chairs. This, according to a non-confirmed reports, was the ultimatum handed down by the spectators at what was furtively advertised as a super-colossal hot show in a rented hall near Fresno last Monday night. The details are as follows. The promoter of the Hacha show tickets, to which were retailed to a picked clientele at $1.50 each, was advertised by word of mouth as a sizzling exhibition during which the facts of life and the human anatomy would be fully exposed, both via the cinema and personal appearances. It was when the performance failed to live up to the advance notices that the picked clientele rose up in their wrath, chased the promoter through the night over rural roads, and proceeded to take home the chairs as reimbursement. This proved most embarrassing to the promoter, who, it is said, had borrowed the chairs from certain local undertakers. Fresno Mayor Lymel said, "The only interest we have in the matter is in seeing that the chairs are returned. I have warned the guilty party that they must return them by 2:30 p.m. today, or some action would be taken." Here's a 1936 Olympic fact. They released thousands of pigeons, and you got this medal if you let the Olympic Committee borrow your pigeon. Unfortunately, when the pigeons were released, they followed it up with a gun salute that scared the pigeons, and they scattered, and gave some of the spectators in the stands an unwanted souvenir from the event. In 1936, the Olympics was televised, but very few people owned a television set. They got most of their news and entertainment from the radio. Air Skit cracks down on pests. Ray Knight's Firing Squad, a riotous feature of the Mutual Coast to Coast 1937 radio show on KFRC each Sunday from 3 to 3:30 p.m., is dedicated to the elimination by pop guns of such pests as practical jokers, those persons who insist on chiming in and helping you tell a story, and mothers who insist that you hold their baby. A recent broadcast wherein the Firing Squad blotted out the wife who had insisted on talking while the husband was attempting to read the paper, apparently struck a harmonizing chord with at least one listener. Following the broadcast, Knight received a telephone call. "I'm the husband who has long suffered from just the sort of things you wiped out tonight on the air," the voice said, "and I think you hit the mark. My wife has been pretty thoughtful ever since she listened to the Firing Squad. Your gag today was worth a bottle of good scotch, and I'm sending it to you right now." After a perceptible pause, he continued, "And if the cure is permanent with my wife, you'll get a case." Here's a little known fact. This salute was known as the Olympic salute and was used even by American school kids to salute our flag. The salute was changed after World War II because of the fascists and how they saluted Hitler. So in 1942, Congress amended the flag salute to be the salute we now do, where you put your hand over your heart. Brown Bobby greaseless donuts made of milk, eggs, flavors, sugars, and shortening. Greaseless, easy to digest. They are good for you. Delicious. Try a dozen today. 20 cents a dozen. Let's see what's playing in Fresno at the movies. At the Rex Theater, True and Authentic, Nothing Withheld, Sex Maniac, Strange Loves Exposed, a subject seldom discussed, Adults Only, no one under 16 admitted. What are the dangers of desire? Shame, horror, despair, the truth about love fearlessly told in plain language. At the Fox State Theater, 2 smash hits. College Holiday with Jack Benny, George Burns, Gracie Allen, and Martha Raye. And Clark Gable and Joan Crawford in Love on the Run. Looks like a newspaper typo. Ooh, you. Let's go to the Fox Wilson Theater on Sunday and watch a streamlined springtime romance with Tyrone Power, Loretta Young, Don Amici in Love is News.
Miss Gateson. Miss Gateson. Oh, wings of an angel. Oh,
Jesse Owens, the Buckeye Bullet, stepped into his dust and roll as he streaked down the red cinder path in the 100-meter dash to win in the phenomenal time of 10 and 2/5 seconds, breaking all existing world records. He takes his new honors modestly as he smiles and awaits his chance to win new laurels for his homeland. And he repeats in the 200-meter, this fastest human being in the world, when he flashes down the track for a new world record and his third Olympic crown. The gold medals saw victory turned into tragedy and defeat. The girls proved they were genuine women by bursting into tears on the field. Helen Stevens was the key member of the winning American team. Glenn Morris, flanked by Bob Clark and Jack Parker, made a clean sweep of the modern decathlon. And once again, Old Glory tells the story. Field supremacy. And for the fourth time, America shut out the rest of the world. This time it was the women divers who followed the lead of the men and achieved a triple victory. Marjorie Gestring, a blonde, small, and very much tanned 13-year-old schoolgirl from sunny California, took the gold medal. The silver medal went to Catherine Rawls, national champion. And the bronze medal to Mrs. Dorothy Poynton Hill, also of California. And here is the form that won for Uncle Sam.
We'll end today's video with some footage from the 1936 Winter Olympics. Make sure you go to my channel, Life in the 1900s Newspapers, to check out my 1928 Olympic special, and my other channel, Life in the 1800s Newspapers, will have an 1896 Olympics. Make sure you look for it. Thanks for watching.